Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're digging into a news briefing from May 29th, 2025. Lots happened.
Yeah, a real mix of global events.
Our goal, as always, is to sort of cut through the noise, find the key takeaways, and give you a shortcut to understanding what really mattered on the day.
Exactly. Headlines fly by, but here we can, connect some dots, see why these things are significant.
And this briefing had everything: politics, tech, sports, some really human stories, too.
It did. And exploring why they matter, maybe even to you personally, that's the value here, I think.
Okay, let's jump in. The sources seem to put a big focus on India, covering both global affairs and business.
Yes, India was definitely prominent. Lots happening there domestically and internationally.
First up, naval power. A new stealth missile frigate, the Tamal, joining the fleet soon.
Right, by June, joining the Mumbai fleet. And it's not just another ship.
What's the significance? Stealth sounds important.
It is. A stealth frigate like Tamal really boosts capability in the Indian Ocean. Harder to detect, more potent. It's about modernizing, not just adding numbers. It's a strategic move.
And domestically, the Prime Minister's been busy. Lots of project launches.
Big development push, visiting several states, Sikkim, West Bengal, Bihar, UP.
Launching projects worth over, what was it, 70,000 crore?
Yeah, 70,000 crore, huge investment. Especially significant for the Northeast, trying to boost connectivity and, well, integrate more economically.
And the overall economic picture for South Asia, led by India, looks pretty good for 2025-26.
That's the forecast, yes. Robust growth predicted.
But there's a catch.
Always is, isn't there? The warning is about global risks, trade tensions, the rapid pace of AI adoption. These could definitely impact that growth. External factors matter.
Okay, shifting to specific policies. The minimum support price, the MSP for paddy, was raised.
Yeah, by euro for the Kharif season.
Explain MSP quickly. Why does 69 matter?
Sure. MSP is a safety net, a minimum price the government guarantees farmers for certain crops. Raising it, even by 69 rupees, is a direct boost for paddy farmers facing rising costs. It supports incomes, food security.
Got it. But on the other side, net foreign direct investment, FDI, saw a dip in India.
It did. Net FDI dipping can sometimes signal, a bit of concern about the investment climate, maybe policy worries, maybe global slowdown. It's something analysts watch.
Makes sense. And there was a call to monitor credit schemes like MEDRA more closely.
Right. That's from MOSPI. MEDRA gives small loans to micro enterprises. The idea is to make sure the money is actually helping businesses formalize and boosting financial inclusion, not just getting handed out without real impact. Checking effectiveness.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Other global points jumped out. Uganda.
Yes. President Museveni and the First Lady publicly apologized for past mistakes after 39 years in power.
Wow, that's unusual.
Very. Raises big questions about legacy, accountability, maybe reconciliation attempts. It's quite a statement.
And in Brazil, a major lawsuit against the Chinese EV maker BYD.
Prosecutors suing over alleged human trafficking and labor abuses at a factory.
Ties into global supply chains, right?
Absolutely. Big companies expanding globally are under intense scrutiny for how they operate, labor practices especially. This highlights those risks.
And just quickly, local elections in Gujarat using ballot papers?
Yeah, Gram Panchayat polls in thousands of villages. A reminder that democracy happens at all levels, and sometimes the old ways, like paper ballots, are still key.
All right, let's switch gears completely. Technology and the risks that come with it. Google made a lot of noise.
They certainly did. AI is moving incredibly fast.
They unveiled AI mode in search in the US, powered by Gemini 2.5.
Correct. This makes search conversational, less like a list of links, more like talking to an expert assistant. It's a big shift in how you might find information.
And they're getting back into smart glasses, Android XR.
Yep. Previewed new ones, hands-free camera, AI assistant built in. Think Google Glass, but, hopefully learning from the past and leveraging today's much better AI and XR tech, overlaying info onto your world.
The briefing also mentioned Google's AI automating tasks soon, buying tickets, searching via video.
This is where it gets really interesting, potentially transformative for daily life. AI not just finding info, but doing things for you. Point your phone or glasses at something and have the AI understand and act.
And Meta's also pushing AI creative tools. It's a real race.
It is. But this rapid advance has a dark side. The briefing highlighted cybersecurity.
Ah, yes, the ransomware warning.
Experts are warning about a continued rise, targeting critical sectors like healthcare, infrastructure. It's the vulnerability that comes with all this new tech adoption.
More tech, more potential points of attack. Makes sense. especially for vital services.
Exactly. An attack on a hospital can have immediate, devastating human consequences.
Okay, let's move to sports. Always a bit lighter, usually.
Well, sometimes. A mix, as always.
Some good results for India at the Asian Athletics Championships in South Korea.
Yes, gold for the mixed relay team. And Tejas Shankar got silver in the decathlon. Solid showings.
Tennis French Open update. Top players like Alcaraz, Swiatek, Sabalenka moving on.
But an early exit for Tsitsipas. His earliest in years.
Mm-hmm.
Always room for surprises in Grand Slams.
Football. Chelsea's Palmer still scoring, doing well in the Conference League.
He's had an amazing season.
While Manchester United apparently had a tough time, a defeat reported in Malaysia.
Shows their global presence, but yeah, suggests ongoing struggles for the team.
Back in India, IPL news, Rishabh Pant, the LSG captain, fined heavily.
Yeah, 30 lakh. Third time for a slow overrate. The league is strict on keeping games on schedule. That's a big hit for a player.
And a much more serious story. The Delhi court closing the sexual harassment case against the Wrestling Federation chief, Brish Bhushan Singh.
Yes, and that's led to renewed protests from top wrestlers. It's a complex situation.
Highlights the intersection of sports, law, and athlete activism, doesn't it?
Absolutely. A legal outcome doesn't always resolve the underlying issues or satisfy calls for accountability within sports bodies. Shows sports news is about more than just results.
Definitely. Okay, next. Entertainment, culture, and some legal intersections there, too.
Right, the glitz, but also some serious undercurrents.
Cannes Film Festival buzzing along, Paris Fashion Week wrapped up with a focus on sustainability.
Seems so, both setting trends. The emphasis on sustainable and inclusive fashion suggests those themes are really becoming central in high culture now.
Music charts dominated by K-pop again, BTS's Jungkook solo, and a BLACKPINK single.
Their global reach is just phenomenal, consistently topping charts worldwide. It's more than just music. It's a cultural force.
And then a very serious legal story from the U.S., the Sean Diddy Combs trial.
Yes, testimony continuing in the federal sex trafficking case. The briefing mentioned new details coming out, like from Cassie's former stylist, alleging abuse.
A stark reminder of how legal battles can intersect with the entertainment world.
It really is. High-profile cases like this bring difficult issues into the public eye and show that accountability processes can reach even powerful figures.
Okay, let's turn to the environment, science, and how we're responding.
A mix here, too. Immediate weather issues, long-term warnings, and human responses.
Right. Mumbai facing heavy rain, Kerala under red alert for severe weather.
Immediate impacts, demanding local preparedness and response. Classic examples of extreme weather vulnerability.
And the longer view. Scientists warning about Arctic glacier melt speeding up.
Yeah, that's a big one. Accelerating melt means faster sea level rise. It's a direct climate change impact with global consequences, really underscoring the urgency. Things are happening fast.
But there are positive actions, too. Uttar Pradesh launched Green Chaupals.
Yes, a community-led initiative, getting villages involved and boosting green cover, conservation. Grassroots efforts like this can be really effective, gives people ownership.
And preparedness drills, Haryana conducted Operation Shield.
A large civil defense drill across many districts.
Yeah.
Happened after the recent India-Pakistan ceasefire. Shows the need for emergency readiness beyond just conflict scenarios.
We also saw large-scale disaster responses. Wildfires in Manitoba, Canada.
Yes. State of emergency, evacuations, military help needed. Shows how climate-influenced events can just overwhelm local resources. Complex response needed.
And Japanese coastal towns still rebuilding after floods, showing community resilience.
That really highlights the human side of recovery. It's slow, difficult work, often driven by volunteers and community spirit alongside official aid.
And strangely grouped here, but Germany pledging support for Ukraine's long-range missile capabilities.
Yeah, odd placement maybe, but a significant geopolitical development. Signals ongoing, possibly evolving, Western military support for Ukraine.
Wow. Okay, recapping. We've covered a huge amount. Indian security and economy, AI breakthroughs and risks, sports ups and downs, cultural highlights, serious legal cases, environmental crises, and responses.
It really paints a picture of just how interconnected everything is, doesn't it? Global trade worries hit local economies. New tech creates new vulnerabilities. Environmental shifts demand community action and government preparedness. Legal cases reflect broader societal issues. It's all woven together.
So, reflecting on all this, for you, the listener, we see incredible speed, especially in tech. We see major global challenges like climate change or geopolitical tensions. And we see human stories, resilience, accountability struggles, local action. What does it all mean?
That leads to a key question, I think. Given this complexity and speed, what's our role? Is it enough just to know about these things?
You mean what responsibility do we have?
Yeah. How can understanding these connections between tech and risk, between global events and local impacts, between environmental change and community response, how can that understanding empower action, not just awareness?
Moving from being informed to being engaged.
Perhaps. Thinking about how these big trends touch your own life, your community, what can you do? It's something to consider, finding agency in all this information.
Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive today.
My pleasure.
We hope this gave you some valuable insights into the world of May 29th. Until next time.